doing?
Lorenzo,
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Got some exciting news that we want to talk about today, and I'm going to turn it over to Tibbs if I can, and then the crew from Yes, and then we'll just want to talk about you. It's your
Okay.
special day. So Tibbs, go ahead, take it away.
So Lorenzo, I'm so excited. When I received the email yesterday, I thought back to when you were a freshman. And I remember we were doing the presentations at AGM. We're doing the presentations at a couple of the elementary schools. And usually freshmen, when you talk about presentations, they get very nervous. They're, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And I said, remember, you're working with elementary school kids. And I remember you not only did your share of presentations, but you filled in for other presentations. You were like, yeah, I can do it. And that's when I knew, number one, you're very comfortable talking with people, which is great. It's a huge asset in this program, and you're going to find out that it's a huge asset in life. But when you filled in and you were like a veteran as a freshman, it was great to see. So I was very happy to write your letter of recommendation, and I was super excited to hear the good news yesterday.
Thank you.
Tibbs, you describe Lorenzo. I'm looking at my notes. Top 15% in your 20 years, right? Is that you said
Mm-hmm.
that? I mean,
Yes.
that really speaks volumes, Lorenzo. I'm sure you've come across countless young men and women, right, in your career, and the fact that Lorenzo is in the top 15% really, I think, speaks volumes of all the good things that he's doing.
Yeah, and I had the honor of teaching him this year in AP Chemistry, which is not an easy course. And Lorenzo, it did not come easy to him, and some kids kind of give up. And Lorenzo asks questions, and he is, he's that kind of student that wants to know the why, not just the answer, but the why. And that to me means a lot. Again, in the future, those are things that really help you out. I'm sure, as you guys know.
Right, Aaron and Laura and Meg, you want to offer some remarks?
Sure. Well, first off, Lorenzo, again, congratulations on winning the scholarship. We certainly are proud of you, and we hope that the scholarship money will, help you in your education. And it sounds like you're going to have some tough years ahead of you. But as Mr. Tabinski said, you ask the questions and you really want to learn, and that's just great to see. You've been an absolute pleasure to have in our group, in our action squad, our leadership committee. You've certainly been one of kind of the leaders for us, and someone who we can always depend on. A couple things about you, Lorenzo, I think just in my short couple years of knowing you, when we've had meetings together and things like that, you're just so open and honest about everything. I think you've given, us some real insight in terms of, for us, high school is long gone, at least I know for myself, and it's changed a lot. And you've just been great about giving insight so that we can understand more about what's going on in the schools and kind of, tailor things and give us ideas about what we should be focusing on to teach the kids. So that's just been great. And another thing I just want to point out about you, just your personality. I mean, I think every time you walk in a room, you smile just like that. See? Perfect. And you make everybody else smile. And also, I think the way you relate to people is great. I think we have, I'm sure the center can attest to this, in his district, there's just so many different kinds of people. And in our Yes Leads program, in our 17 schools, there's a lot of different personalities. People come from different places. And I've watched you several times with different kids, whether they're, younger or from different schools and things like that. And you're just so welcoming. I mean, you make everyone feel comfortable and again, make people smile and happy. So just best of luck to you in the future, Lorenzo. And you've been a pleasure to have. We certainly are going to miss you in our group. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Renz, that characteristic trait that Aaron just described, I think is incredibly important as you walk through life, right? From my perspective as the state senator, to Aaron's point, this is a very big district. It's a very diverse district. There are all sorts of people, right? There are people with lots of money. There are people with no money. There are people with great jobs. There are people with bad jobs. But every one of those people are important people. And they all make the world go round in their own way. And I think the fact that you've shown this ability to coalesce around all sorts of different people is remarkably important as you walk through life. And you know that as a young man, and quite frankly, every adult our age should walk the same way that you've been walking throughout your high school career. So talk about a role model. You'd be a role model for adults, quite frankly. Meg?
Sure. Well, Lorenzo, I just want to say,
Go ahead, Meg.
just want to say congratulations. I've known you for the past 3 years, and you've really played such a key role in Yes Leads, and we've been very lucky to have you. So best of luck in everything that you're doing. I know you're going to succeed in everything in the future. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Laura?
And hi again. So I just wanted to congratulate you as well. I've only known you for this year, but I feel like it's been a lot longer than that. So your positive energy and your positive attitude, and you're always so engaged with our group and always willing to give us feedback. I know Aaron and I were both new to the program, and you're always willing to help us and give us any feedback and point us in a direction if we had any questions. And you've just been great to have in the group. And congratulations, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Mr. Dubinsky, I just want to thank you too publicly for your willingness to lead this group. And, some of you have heard me say this before. This program, obviously, my predecessor started this, a couple of decades ago, and it's really been the easiest decision for us to continue to fund this program so long as we can, because I think it's incredibly important, right? How do you impact the lives of people, and how do you give them, the skills and the characteristic traits that they need to be good human beings as they enter in life. And the fact that we've had a peer-based program like this with folks like you, Lorenzo, that have been leading the way, I think has really been incredibly important, right? Because we want there to be more Lorenzos in the world. We want people to make the same decisions that you've been making and conducting themselves the same way that you've been conducting yourself. So, my team and I and the team at Lord's and just Yes in general are really, really proud of you and super happy to give you this small scholarship and really wish you the best of luck as you move forward. RIT, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. You excited?
I'm very excited.
Lorenzo, any advice you'd give young people kind of following in your footsteps or going through their education career?
Don't be scared of doing things. I don't know. Self-confidence, something like that, along those lines.
I think that's great. I think, more often than not, probably people are unwilling to make that leap, right? Or take that jump into waters that they're not comfortable with. When I was asked to run for the state Senate, I said, the state what? And how's that going to work? I had never been in the political arena before. And I think, Tibbs kind of said that about you and your chemistry class, right? Maybe it didn't come very easy, but you wanted to explore that and wanted to understand that a little bit better. And, from my perspective, you just jumped in with both feet. And, I think that's a great trait too. You want to succeed, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Best of luck to you. If there's anything that we can do for you, please let us know, and we're always happy to do that.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you all again for taking the time. And Tibbs, thank you for your leadership. Appreciate it very much. And God bless everybody and stay safe.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you, Rance.